Guys, welcome back to my channel and to another video. I hope you're all doing really well. So for today's video, I thought I would share my recipe for how I make my delicious garlic knots. So I'm going to be making these in my air fryer oven. They just cook beautifully in there. You can cook them in your normal air fryer, or if you don't have either, you can just do it in your normal oven. You might need to cook them for a little bit longer though, but honestly they are so delicious. They will be perfect as a side to any main dish, and they just look so good. It looks like you put so much effort into them when in reality they were super simple to do. So I thought I'd share it with you for you guys to try it out and let me know how you like them. So these garlic knots are quick to make, they are easy to make, you probably have all the ingredients on hand anyway, and most importantly they are just so good. So I really want you to try them out. Let me know what you think. There isn't much more to say about these, so I'm going to jump straight into today's video and I will see you all at the end. So to begin with, I'm using 100 grams of self-raising flour. So I am making a very small batch, so you can double or triple this recipe if you wish. Now I'm going to add 105 grams of Greek yogurt, and I'm just going to combine the two ingredients together until this starts to come together into a nice dough. I wouldn't be tempted to add any liquid to this because it will eventually come together, so just keep mixing. Go in with your hands if you find it easier. I just use the back of a spoon to do this, but it eventually did come together, as you will see in the next clip. So now that it's come together really nicely, I am just going to flour my surface, pop my dough on there, and then I'm just going to knead it for literally around 30 seconds. And then I'm just going to roll it into a ball. So as I mentioned, I am making a small batch. I'm only making 4 garlic knots out of this dough. So I'm just adding a little bit more flour to my surface, and I am going to split this into 4 equal pieces. So now that I have got 4 equal pieces of dough, I am just going to set 3 aside and work on them one by one. You can add more flour to your surface if you find that your dough is a little bit too sticky. Mine was fine, and then you just want to roll it out like so, and then just flatten it out with your fingers. And I'm just going to set these aside one by one and continue to do so until I've done all 4. Now on to the next step. I have got a little bit of butter in a small bowl, and I am going to add some salt to this because this butter is unsalted. You can just use salted butter if you have it. Then I'm adding a little bit of garlic granules and a little bit of dried parsley as well. So I'm making a garlic butter out of this. I'm just going to pop this into the microwave for around 30 seconds, and here it is all melted. So all I'm going to do now is use a brush and brush some of this garlic butter onto each piece of dough that I've just flattened out. So you want to be quite generous with this because this is going to add so much flavour to your garlic knots. Some recipes do skip out this part, but I just find that adding this part into the recipe really does enhance the flavour of these garlic knots. So once you've brushed them all with the garlic butter, I am going to add on some grated mozzarella. This step is completely optional, but if you know me, then you know that I love cheese, so I do add it everywhere I can. Then I'm literally just going to roll them up like so and pinch the edges just to seal them, and then I'm just going to continue to do that with the other 3, and then we'll move on to the next step. Okay, so I have rolled them all up, and now I'm literally just going to roll each one into a ball in the palm of my hands. I did add a little bit more flour to my surface, and now we are going to form our garlic knots. So again, you just want to start by rolling like so, and then you are just going to form this into a knot. So this is how I do it. The dough can be quite tricky to work with, but as long as you've got a knot, it should work absolutely fine. And I'm just going to do this with the rest. I'll show you a couple more times just to see how it's done. So this one turned out a lot better, to be fair. And yeah, I've formed all of my garlic knots, and now I've got a baking tray lined with some parchment paper. I'm going to pop them on there, and then I am going to brush with some more of that garlic butter that we made. Like I said, I love to enhance the flavour, so the more garlic butter you're going to use, the more flavour you're going to get. So brush them really generously, and then these are ready to go into my air fryer oven. So I'm popping these straight into my HYSapientia air fryer oven on the middle shelf. I'm going to just select the first preset function, which is the bread icon, but I'm just going to adjust the temperature and the time. So temperature I set at 190°, and then the time I set at 12 minutes. They can take anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes. So once you see that they are nice and golden brown, then they should be completely done. So just take them out of your air fryer oven and pop them onto a serving board like so. And then I went ahead and brushed with some more of that delicious garlic butter. This is just going to help keep them nice and soft on the top, and of course add more flavour. And our delicious garlic knots are completely done. Look how amazing they look. They honestly smell so good and they were delicious. So now let's take a closer look at one. So as you can see, it has cooked to perfection. The bottom has cooked perfectly as well. And now for the moment of truth, it's time to break into one just to show you how well it's cooked. How good does that look? There's a little tiny cheese pull as well from that mozzarella, but like I said, you can skip out the cheese if you wish, but I definitely recommend that you try this recipe. And that's it, guys. That is how easy it is to make these delicious garlic knots. Make sure you try out this recipe if you are a fan of things like garlic bread or anything garlic butter related, because these are honestly so nice. And yeah, as always, leave me a comment down below with any suggestions, or if you tried out this recipe, let me know how you got on with it. And I will see you all really soon in my next video. Take care, bye.